on, I'm just making sure I can. Hi, Mimi, yay. Okay, alright, so I'm just gonna, I'm listening. Alright, so I can see it on my phone. Hi, Carrie White, that move, or how do you pronounce that? Move? Earlier I was doing a stream where I was playing Carrie on Sims, but then I got bored. So right now I'm just gonna take a bunch of personality tests. I promised a lot of people I was gonna talk more about my personal life on here. So yeah, I guess. Okay, so this is the, I think, Rosenberg self-esteem test. Okay, so I feel that I'm a person of worth, at least on equal plane with others. I think that I have my strengths and I have a lot of weaknesses, so I mean, I'm worthy, maybe equally, but definitely not in the same way. I do think I have good qualities. I do feel, not all in all. I mean, yeah, kind of. Probably like 50-50. I'll go back to that. I'm able to do things now, as well as most other people. I feel I don't have much to be proud of. Yeah, probably. I take a positive attitude toward myself. My view of myself is totally erratic. Like, it changes from great to terrible. Like, I remember one time I walked past my reflection like 20 times in one day, and half the time I was thinking, oh, I look so cute. And half the times I was thinking, I look so ugly and disgusting. And that was all in the same day. So, I don't know, it's like 50-50. I wish they had like a... Sure. Satisfied with myself? No. I wish I could have more respect for myself. Probably. I certainly feel useless at times. Strongly agree. At times I think I'm no good at all. It's not that I'm not no good at all, but I don't think failure. Okay, this is the entire test. Okay. My self-esteem is 14 out of 30. Scores below 15 indicate low self-esteem. Below is a graph of how other people score. Alright. So let's just wanna keep this here. So, alright, so there are more personality tests here. There's a lot. If any of you have any suggestions of what you want me to take, let me know. Nature relatedness. Big 5 is gonna be pretty long. Okay. Alright, this one's pretty long, so I'm the life of the party. Disagree. I don't even go to parties. I feel little concern for others. Disagree. I'm always prepared. Agree. I get stressed out easily. Agree. I definitely have a rich vocabulary. I was known for that in school. I don't talk a lot, agree. I'm interested in people, disagree. I leave my belongings around, definitely. A lot of the time, I, forget because I'm pretty absent-minded, so, a lot of time when I'm at a restaurant with my family or something and I'm about to leave, I have to be reminded to take my stuff. I'm relaxed most of the time, disagree. I have difficulty understanding abstract ideas, disagree. I feel comfortable around people, disagree. I insult people, disagree. I pay attention to details. Yeah, definitely. I worry about things. Yeah, doesn't everyone? I have a vivid imagination. Yeah. I keep in the background, yeah. I sympathize with other people's feelings, yeah. I make a mess of things, absolutely, completely agree. I seldom feel blue, disagree. I'm not interested in abstract ideas. No. I mean, I am, so I click disagree. I start conversations. Definitely not. I'm not interested in other people's problems. Gonna put neutral on that. I get chores done right away. Completely disagree. I'm easily disturbed. Neutral. I have excellent ideas. Neutral. I have little to say. It's not that I have little to say, it's that I don't say it much. I have a soft heart, yeah. I often forget to put things back in their proper place. Definitely, I get upset easily, yeah. I don't have a good imagination. No, this is like a repeat of the question above. Okay. In reverse, I talk to a lot of different people at parties, heck no. I'm not really, okay, these are all like repeated questions. I'm not really interested in others. Neutral. I like order. I mean, I guess it's nice, but I, can't be bothered. So I'm just gonna put neutral. I change my mood a lot. Neutral. I'm quick to understand things. No. I don't like to draw attention to myself. Yeah. I take time out for others. You know, I don't really communicate with other people, so... literally, the only time I went outside in the past couple weeks was to go to McDonald's and go to the convenience store. I shirk my duties. Neutral. I have frequent mood swings. Neutral. I use difficult words. Yeah, definitely. My mom used to get annoyed about that. I don't mind being the center of attention. Neutral. I feel others' emotions. Agree. I follow a schedule. Disagree. Hi, Mimi. Yay again. This is animal cruelty. I wonder if she was probably watching the video of Chris slaughtering the pig in Carrie. I get irritated easily. But, I mean, yeah, agree. I spend time reflecting on things, absolutely. I'm quiet around strangers, yes. I make people feel at ease. I mean, I don't make them feel uneasy, so I'm gonna put neutral. I'm exacting in my work. Is that, precise? I'm gonna put neutral. I often feel blue, agree. I'm full of ideas. Neutral. Alright. Yes, no. I don't want to answer more questions. Okay. Extroversion. Extroversion is sometimes given other names such as surgency, which I've never heard of, or positive emotionality. I scored 13, which means I've scored higher than 13% of people. Emotional stability, I scored higher than 22% of people. Agreeableness, 25% of people. Conscientiousness, I only scored higher than 9%. And intellect, imagination, I only scored higher than 45%. I think I'm very intellectual. Come on, I usually get higher than that. Okay. Alright. Next personality test. Implicit trypophobia measure. I did that before. It was pretty gross, so I'm not gonna. Okay, nerdy personality attributes scale. Let's see if I'm a nerd. Definitely socially awkward. That's how I got my diet. That's what encouraged me to go see if I had Asperger's, which I do. I get excited about my ideas and research. Yes, completely. I'm more comfortable with my hobbies than I'm with other people. Yes, I'd rather read a book than go to a party, definitely. I gravitate towards introspection. I've played a lot of video games. I only really play Sims, and I used to play like Mario and stuff, so neutral. My appearance is not as important as my intelligence, agree. I like science fiction. It's good. I am interested in science. Depends on what science. I'm gonna put in general, no. I was a very odd child, completely agree. I prefer academic success to social success. Yeah. I watch science-related shows. No, but I did find that one, there's a show, I think it's like Space-Time Odyssey or something, that was by Neil deGrasse Tyson, which is really interesting. But generally, no. I saw that like a few years ago. I'm a strange person, absolutely. I sometimes prefer fictional people to real ones. Definitely depends on the fictional person. Like, I prefer Carrie to a lot of real people, but literally all of the other people in the novel Carrie are. I honestly prefer most people I know in real life, but it says sometimes, so yeah, definitely. Okay. Hold on, I'm just checking my. I'm checking my phone. I spend more time at the library than any other public place. Why would I need to go to the library to read about things? I do that at home. The only place I go to in public is the store. So I'll put neutral because I understand what they're getting at, and I agree with that prospect. Like, the basis of the question is accurate for me, but yeah, it's not that I actually do it. I like to play RPGs, for example. I'm assuming that means Dungeons and Dragons, and no, I don't. I've never done that. I've started writing a novel. No, because I mean, I'm called a good writer, but I tend to prefer writing about like non-fiction stuff and sharing knowledge and whatnot. So, yeah. I'm more comfortable interacting online than in person, absolutely. Like, I've started, like, because I have to interact with people more and stuff, so I looked at, like, online dating stuff, and I talked to these people, but then they want to meet in real life, and it's really the idea is really uncomfortable, especially I'm afraid, like, what if they try to kiss me or something? So it's not like I don't have opportunities, but I'm just so averse to them. Like, I'm 21 and have never kissed because physical intimacy terrifies me. KBCDSA, hi, happy birthday. Thanks for coming. How do you pronounce your username? How old are you? I spend recreational time researching topics others might find dry or overly rigorous. Absolutely. Like, I've thought before that I would be very happy if all I could do is just read about, if all I had to do was just read about the stuff I'm interested in. I was in advanced classes. I was in advanced English. I like to read technology news reports. Not really. I enjoy learning more than I need to. It depends on the thing. Depends on what it is. Like, I have Asperger's, which you look up the symptoms. People with Asperger's have few interests, but the interests they're interested in are very intense. So it's not that I enjoy learning about most things, but I love learning about stuff that I do get really interested in. Happy 20th birthday! You have one more year until the birthday, which is supposed to be the craziest one. I personally went to bed at 8 p.m. on my 21st birthday. That was an awkward conversation I had at work. Coworker said, "Oh, it was your birthday this past Saturday? You must have had a wild night." And I was like, "Yeah, no, I stayed home and went to bed at 8 p.m. Hi, Denise. I haven't talked to you in a while. I care about superheroes. Totally depends on the superhero. I love to read challenging material. Again, it depends on the topic. Probably not. I would describe my smarts as bookish. Yeah, definitely. I collect books. No. I don't even, like, I prefer to get books, like, online where I don't have to pay for them. Like, you can read Carrie online for free, and that's originally what I did. Like, you just look up Carrie read online, and it comes up immediately. But, so, yeah, that's how I originally read Carrie, and then eventually I bought the book. Did you try your best? Yes. No more questions. Okay. Your score was 54. Scores range from a low of 30 to a high of 70. The average is 50. People who score higher are more likely to identify as nerds. People who score 54 are 43, hold on, percent likely to identify as nerds. Honestly, I don't really call myself that. I mean, I guess people would have a case for calling me one, but I mean, I'm only slightly higher than the average. Do you guys have any suggestions for, like, tests you want me to take from here? Oh my god, my dogs are barking because there's, like, a truck outside. Woodward Psychoneurotic Inventory. Self-report. Let's look at this one. Uh-oh, 116 questions? No thanks, because this probably isn't even empirically validated. Evaluations of attractiveness skills. Okay, let's look at this. Let's determine my preferences. Okay, so I don't really, I mean, I guess I slightly prefer him, but I'm not really interested in either. This guy I prefer, this guy, oh yeah, definitely prefer this guy. For this guy. For this guy, like, these are kind of unfair because this is, like, kind of inaccurate because, like, they're comparing, like, a picture without any effects to a picture with effects. So, yeah, this is just a crappy test for neither. This guy has beautiful eyes. For him a little bit, they were both good looking. I mean, I slightly prefer this guy, but I don't really find either of them too attractive. Again, see, look, you see, he's wearing sunglasses. He's looking down. Like, how is this supposed to be an accurate thing? Neither. Oh, this guy's really attractive. I slightly prefer that guy. Oh, this guy's more attractive. Oh no. Okay, neither. Can you guys hear, like, stuff in my background? I think it's the landscaper came and is mowing my lawn outside the window. Let me know if you can't really hear me that well. For this guy. See, look, these are two completely different. You can still hear me though, right? These are, like, this guy's, like, dirty with, like, construction stuff, and this guy's just standing here and he's clean. So how is this a good comparison? Really, and this guy has stuff on his face. Like, how is this? And he's making a weird face, but probably this guy. See, look. The ideal attractiveness test should be comparing two people with the same pose in the same place. So I'm just gonna keep taking this and I'm just gonna talk. So I went to Vegas and it was really crazy. Like, even in the supposedly family-friendly areas, this guy's pretty eyes. Like, so the most family-friendly store I went into, they have inflatable private parts that you put in your bathtub or whatever. See, I can't even see either of these people's faces. This guy from... See, this is kind of comparable because, I mean, look, you can't even see his eyes, but it's kind of comparable because they're looking in the same direction. But, there were, bells, like, that said ring for sex. the chocolates were like after oral chocolate bars. They had boob cups. This guy kind of looks like PewDiePie. There was a guy holding a sign saying to kick him in the balls for money, like he made money off it. My family friend and my sister wanted me to do it so they could take a video, but I would feel bad even though I'm like really weak, so it wouldn't hurt at all. But we live in a crazy world, don't we, where people will pay to kick like innocent people. I mean, I guess that's how they get their anger out. But is it Fremont Street or Piermont Street? I think it's Fremont Street, but it was like really insane. There were naked people walking around with wearing lingerie, wearing their underwear, naked with clothing painted on. There's a woman wearing a nun outfit, but her breasts were completely exposed, which is kind of like a vast contradiction, which I think was the point. There's a guy in a baby costume. Okay, your score was 72 out of 100, where 100 is the highest possible score. Traditionally masculine men, so is 100 traditionally masculine? They didn't even tell us. So, individuals high in traditionalism prefer traditionally masculine men, which makes sense because they're traditional, and are inclined to not be extremely comfortable with sexuality. Individuals low in traditionalism are attracted to a wider selection of men and are inclined to appreciate tattoos. Comfortable with sexuality, I think this is so because I mean, yeah, I'm not very comfortable with sexuality, it, like, scares me so much, but, see, they talk about discomfort with sexuality, and I think they lump people who don't like casual sex, but they're comfortable with sex in relationships. They lump those in with people who are scared of sex and uncomfortable with sexuality in general. And I just, like, it's not discomfort with sexuality that makes you, I mean, in some cases it is, but personally, I mean, in addition to being terrified of physical intimacy in general, personally, I just think casual sex just has way more disadvantages than advantages. Like, studies, I mean, see, like, we were talking before about how I research things, so studies show that most women don't even orgasm during casual sex. And there are all these risks involved, and seriously, so it's all risk, barely any reward, and even if you do orgasm, you can get that from a vibrator, which is risk-free. So, yeah, I mean, I don't think women who have casual sex should be bullied. I'm completely against bullying for any reason. But I don't know. I just hate this whole thing recently where casual sex is like viewed as empowering and you're viewed as prudish if you aren't interested in it. Because honestly, I think the entire thing, it leans in favor of men. Like, people talk about, oh, it's women's liberation. But who is benefiting from this? Women aren't even orgasming from it. Like, I've heard people tell me that I'm like abiding by patriarchal norms because I'm not interested in casual sex. But, okay, do you really think do you think we're handing it to men by having casual sex? They would love if more women would have casual sex. So I don't think it's abiding by patriarchy. Okay, so, yeah, that was just a rant. Okay. Nonverbal immediacy scale. Let's see this. You know, this is a little bit weird because, like, how am I supposed to know? I mean, I know I'm pretty tense, so it's weird. I don't know what it is. Like, personality factors. It's never been replicated. Depression, anxiety, stress scales. Okay. 42 symptoms. Okay. I feel downhearted and blue. Yeah. Very irritable. Sometimes, not always. Action of my heart. No, I don't. Life wasn't worthwhile. Some degree of difficulty in swallowing. I don't even know what that, like, even, is that like a thing? I just couldn't seem to get going. Some degree. I felt that I was rather touchy. I think this sort of thing has to involve interacting with people, which I don't really do. But if I did, I would probably be touchy, so. Couldn't seem to get any enjoyment out of things I did. I mean, that's like a regular thing for me. It's like not even. Oh my god, the lawnmower. Okay. I guess I'm lucky that I have a landscaper to begin with, though. Didn't. Found myself in situations that made me so anxious. I was most relieved when they ended. No, because I just stay at home all day. Was I anxious about anything? No, because I found myself getting agitated, lost interest. No, I mean, I'm not really interested in many things to begin with. So, scared without any good reason. Intolerant of anything that kept me from getting on is what I was doing. Overreact. Yeah. Nothing in the future to be hopeful about. No. Aware of dryness in my mouth. No. Sad and depressed. Is it considerable or very considerable? Breathing difficulty. Hard to calm down. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to like remember. It's pretty blank to me. Yeah. Okay. Experienced trembling. No. Hard to wind down. Yeah. Yeah, okay, let's try answering these questions that I was avoiding before. Extroverted? No, disagree strongly. Critical, quarrelsome? Yeah, a little bit. I've gotten better. Dependable? No. Hold on, checking my phone. You still here, Denise? Yeah, I was trying to... I got randomly quiet before because my sister came upstairs. Who doesn't know the definition of a boat? Or decide Or funny. Well, I mean, I guess if English isn't your native language. Good point. I got my associate's degree, but I'm going into a bachelor's for public health. You know, in my health class in, God, I forgot what the test was. I think it was, when you hold your fists together, whatever hand is on the outside would have been your, or whatever thumb is on top would have been your natural handwriting hand, and mine is left, so apparently what they say is I would have been left-handed if it weren't for being taught otherwise, because everything is made for right-handed people. Okay, hold on, I think the landscaper is gone now. No, still there. No national election. My mom, well, I mean, I had to fill out the form, but my mom voted for me she told me who to vote for in a recent, mayor election or whatever, governor, I don't even know. All I know is it was a Democrat. Depression, moderate. Okay. Depression is in moderate. Anxiety is in normal. You know, the thing is, I'm not anxious because I don't do anything. If I actually, did normal things, in the world, like most people, I'd be very anxious. But, I mean, I was diagnosed with schizoid personality disorder, but, I'm pretty sure I also have avoidant personality disorder, which means you're so anxious you avoid things. So, yeah, I avoid. And that's why I'm not that anxious, because I avoid everything. But if I didn't avoid them, I, would be very anxious. Stress is 20, which is in moderate. Thank you, Denise. So, here, do you have any ideas of personality tests I should take? I remember one of my first videos last year was personality test that I took where I got an INFP. Let's try the short, dark triad. Let's see how evil I am. It's not wise to tell your secrets. I mean, yeah, people might circulate them. This isn't an evil thing. Everyone has secrets. Will see me as a natural leader. No. I like to get revenge on authorities. I mean, not if they haven't done anything. I like to use clever manipulation. Neutral. I hate being the center of attention. Neutral, I avoid dangerous situations is completely yes. You must get important people on your side, whatever it takes. Well, I mean, it's good to get important people on your side, but I'm assuming by whatever it takes, it means like doing evil things to do so, which would be bad. So I'm just gonna put neutral. Many group activities tend to be heck no. I mean, I don't really add much. Payback needs to be quick and nasty. Neutral. Avoid direct conflict with others because they may be useful in the future. Well, I mean, I hadn't thought about that before, but yeah. I know that I'm special because everyone keeps telling me so. Neutral. People often say I'm out of control. Not often. Sometimes. It's wise to keep track of information that you can use against people later. No. I like to get acquainted with important people. I get very anxious. I mean, it would be nice, but it's true that I can be mean. I'm only mean to people who are mean. You should wait for the right time to get back at people. Yeah. I feel embarrassed if someone compliments me. Not really. People who mess with me always regret it. Neutral. I mean, sometimes they do. There are things you should hide from other people because they don't need to know. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess. I've been compared to famous people. Yes, I have. But what does this, I guess it might have to do with being evil because the assumption is that famous people are evil. But honestly, I'm gonna put neutral because I've been compared to them in terms of appearance. I was compared to Anne Hathaway. I've never gotten into trouble with the law. The only thing I could have gotten in trouble with the law for is my state. You're not allowed to have turtles. But, yeah, we got a baddie over here. I'm in the room with the turtle right now. So, yeah, generally no. Make sure plans benefit you, not others. I'm gonna put neutral because I think it should benefit both. I'm an average person. I think no, but it's not that I think I'm better than other people. It's have gifts in some ways and deficiency in other ways. So I'm just weird. It's not that I'm superior or anything. I enjoy having sex with people I hardly know. Absolutely not. Most people can be manipulated. Probably, but it's not something I would do. I insist on getting the respect I deserve. Neutral. I'll say anything to get what I want. Disagree. I have no idea why we can't have turtles, but there are a bunch of crazy laws in, like, a lot of places. I'm a 21-year-old female. Narcissism, I score higher than 17% of people. Machiavellianism is a tendency to be manipulative and deceitful. I got 30% higher than 30% of people. In other words, lower than 70% of people. And psychopathy, only higher than 9%. So I am low in the dark triad, which means I'm not evil. You know, speaking of psychopathy, do you remember, I'm not gonna say, I don't want to say any names, but Denise, do you remember the guy I was talking to who said that what happened to Carrie was funny? Like, do you remember me talking about that? Well, he said on his show that what happened to Carrie was obviously funny and that a normal person would laugh at her. And someone in his comment section defended me, saying, no, I wouldn't laugh. And he said, sure you would. Pranks are funny, and if you say they're not, you're a liar. And if you think a prank justifies killing everyone, that makes you a psychopath. But, okay, so here's the problem with what he said. Okay. Number one, I mean, I personally haven't had any urges to kill anyone, but I read a study that, well, numerous studies show that most people have had urges to kill people, and humiliation is one of the top reasons why. And, like, here's the thing. I think it's more, I mean, I did some more research, because this guy told me, he was, like, comparing what happened to Carrie, like, to laughing at videos on, like, the fail army thing. Like, I mean, there's a complete difference between it's stupid. But I did some research, and people who like that fail army sort of thing, with people like doing dumb things and like failing or like falling or whatever, are higher in psychopathy. So here's the thing. I think it's more psychopathic to laugh at the humiliation of an innocent person than to get urges to harm someone who hurt you. Because I totally understand. Because he was telling me what happened to Carrie was funny because Schadenfreude is a normal human reaction to the humiliation of other people. And I'm like, I mean, Schadenfreude is natural, but I only get Schadenfreude when the person deserves it. Like, they've hurt me or been a terrible person in general. And I think it's more psychopathic to get Schadenfreude at the humiliation of an innocent person than to desire to harm someone who's hurt you. Because in the second case, the person is not innocent. In the first case, they're innocent. But yeah, that's just a rant that bothered me so much. Okay. I kept arguing with him. Yeah, I kept arguing with him, because we started talking again in April. He eventually blocked me because I kept bringing it up and arguing about it, and he was like, I don't wanna, I'm tired of talking about this, so this is goodbye. But, I mean, I don't regret, like, I was just trying to turn him into a decent person, and I don't regret doing that. Like, the weird thing is, I've never heard anyone say that before, that what happened to Carrie was funny. Vocabulary IQ test. Hold on, I'm checking my phone to see. The only other type of person who would laugh is an immature person, such as a teenager or younger child. You know what's even, he told me that if he saw a girl leak her period accidentally, he'd point and laugh, and I was thinking, okay, you're a man in your 30s. Isn't it a little bit immature to laugh at a 12-year-old girl who accidentally leaked her period? But then I thought back to when I was in school, and when girls got period stains, people typically wouldn't laugh. Like, you just, it's not even immaturity, it's just, like, being a jerk. But he says that when people get humiliated, it's funny. Like, when he uses an example when you trip and fall. Like, that's a completely different. Like, I laugh when I trip and fall. Like, the hardest I ever laughed is when I tripped up the stairs once. Like, there's a difference between laughing with someone and laughing at someone. And often when I do something like trip or whatever, I prefer it when someone laughs with me about it. Like, there's a difference between laughing with and laughing at. Okay, check the two words that can mean the same thing. Large and big. Shovel, spade, club. I think spade and club. Steal and rob. But honestly, Denise, like, yeah, it's stupid of him, but honestly, it was kind of stupid of me to expect anything else, considering, you know, his channel and stuff. It was kind of stupid of me to expect anything else. Or to be surprised that he takes pleasure in that sort of stuff. Cap. Finish. And cap, I guess. Recall and remember. Deal. Claim. Plea. Recoup. Deal? Sale? I made a deal? Lax doesn't really seem like negligent to me, but whatever. Quash, evade, assist, quash, defeat, evade. Entrapment, companion. God, I'm not looking too good here. Companion. Oh, companion partner. I missed companion. Junk, trash, trivial, minor. Couch. Maybe prattle and chatter? Prattle and siren? I don't know. Just gonna leave this blank because it says they won't penalize you for leaving it blank. Above, over. Specify, designate. Drop, fall. I mean, those are kind of different, but fly, soar. You know, I fly in my lucid dreams. Have you seen 13 Reasons Why? Or American Horror Story? I almost dropped my phone. Hold on, I think the landscapers are they? Okay. You know, I'm a lot more comfortable on this channel than the other one because, you know, my other channel had so much, like, you know what's funny? The only people who bash me for liking Carrie are on my other channel. And here on this channel, which is fully Carrie videos, which has, collectively, it has over 1 million views on it. Out of all of those views, I haven't gotten one person bashing me for my love for Carrie. But on my other channel, which is a lot less frequented, I get people bashing my love for Carrie, and it's all because these people hate me because they come from the manosphere, and I'm female, and that makes me... But, yeah. There was an idiot in my comment section who was talking on my other channel who was talking about how everyone else in the world views Carrie as a villain. I'm like, are you a complete idiot? Standard, normal. I have a feeling facile. I think there's a word I think it means in Spanish language, it means something like easy. I don't know. Yes, definitely. But yeah, he's been trolling my comment section since, you know, that whole drama happened, like, literally 6 months ago. Oh, and the lawnmower is going again. It's a little bit annoying, but it's better than doing your own lawn mowing. I'd rather be in here being annoyed by it than doing my own lawn mowing. Titanic. That reminds me of that Like, you know how, like, MRAs and those people in the manosphere always bring up, like, women and children first on, like, Titanic and stuff, but studies show that that was actually the exception. Like, that didn't typically happen. Denise, what religion are you? What denomination? Hi, Philosopher King. Your name is familiar to me. Did we talk before? Yeah, I already took the MB. Oh, I mean, I've taken it before, but I haven't done it right now. I took, the Big Five. You got 29 questions right and 2 questions wrong, which is a 98. How's that lower than... The average is 100. I literally got 2 wrong, and that's lower than average. Oh. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Now I remember. But that was like a vocabulary test. I'm, like, taking a bunch of these. Recommended test for scientific validity. Jungian type skills. I think this is the Myers-Briggs. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Alright. That's the MBTI. Makes lists, relies on memory. Make lists. Skeptical. Wants to believe. I want to believe. It's hard for me to answer fast. I have a slow processing speed. Needs time alone completely. Accepts things. I mean, my main issue is my mental illness. I mean, everything else is decent. Clean room, that's such a joke. Thinks robotic is an insult. Strives to have a mechanical mind. Is that like even... Robotic seems to me more like... It doesn't... The word mechanical... Energetic, mellow. I'd rather take a multiple choice test. I'm good at essays, but multiple choice tests are easier and take less time. I'd much rather do essays than, like, projects and artistic stuff because I'm physically stupid, chaotic, easily hurt. Works best in groups versus works best alone totally depends on the situation. Focused on the present versus the future. Plans. Neutral. Wants people's respect versus wants their love. Love, I guess. Gets worn out by parties completely, fits in, stands out. Like, I mean, I think this is a dichotomy here. Like, just because you're fit in doesn't mean you necessarily stand out. Because, I mean, stand out has a positive connotation. And sometimes, even if you don't fit in, people don't view you as standing out. They just, like, hate you or whatever. Wants to be good at fixing things, wants to be good at fixing people. Definitely people. Talks more, listens more, listens. When describing some people, neutral. Gets work done right away. Procrastinates, follows. Put that neutral. Stays at home. Definitely, completely. Wants the big picture, wants the details. I want both. But I mean, if I'm given the details, I can construct the big picture for myself. Improvises, prepares. Bases morality on justice or compassion. But neutral. Finds it difficult to yell very loudly. Okay, speaking of justice versus compassion, I had this I was telling Denise about this before. There was an annoying guy in my comment section, like, ranting about how I like Carrie, and he said that my like for Carrie is because I have female, morality. It's care-based morality, and it was so stupid because, like, there are plenty of guys who like Carrie too. Like, finds it difficult to yell very loudly. Definitely. Theoretical, empirical. Try to base my stuff on empiricalness. It's not even a word. Works hard, plays hard. Probably work. Uncomfortable with emotions, values emotions, put neutral. Likes to perform okay. To know who, what, when. Neutral. I like both. Thank you very much. Oh god. Oh, there's a... That's what she said. Jokes are funny. Yeah. What does that have to do with INF? MBTI. I said INF because that's what I usually get. I get excited by new ideas. Yeah, I often need help. Yes, because I'm physically stupid. Think the internet needs to be regulated. I mean, yeah, to some extent. We don't need, like, child porn or, like, anything like that. We gotta regulate that to make sure it doesn't happen. Investigate all possibilities. Yeah. Genetically engineered foods are dangerous. I have no idea. I'm satisfied with my life. My life is okay, except for my mental illness, which ruins everything. Plain in appearance, yes. Been told that I'm strange or weird. Absolutely. Very confident in my opinions. Neutral. I try to keep an open mind. Think it's obnoxious for people to describe themselves as, no, I often forget what day it is. I mean, yeah, because, like, every day is the same for me. Can't stand aggressive people. Yeah, false accusations of rape are rare, yeah. I would eat food out of a dumpster if it had been wrapped in plastic. No. I don't think PTSD is real. No, but No, I mean, I do. Okay, no, I do think it's real. I don't think it's real. But like, what do these have to do with the MBTI? I resent being punished. Neutral. I do as little work as possible. To be honest, yeah. I'm interested in ballet. No, I know how to convince others. Neutral. I have no idea. Being in touch with emotions is essential. Yes. I don't like to be intoxicated. I've never been intoxicated because I think alcohol tastes disgusting. I don't show a lot of emotion, but disagree. I like to do physical labor. Absolutely not. I can barely hold my 10-pound cat. I don't need much sleep. Put neutral. I like soap operas. No. Jokes about politics. Neutral. I do things just to make myself seem smart. No. Room answer is accurate? Yeah. No more questions. S? How did I get S? I always get INFP. What's up with this? I used to get INFJ. Now I get INFP. This is not normal. I've never gotten ISFJ before. But see, the thing with MBTI is it's not empirically validated. So, take a personality test. Okay, let's see what else. General knowledge test. Okay, let's see what my general knowledge is. How many of the 10? What? Oh, yeah, I didn't read the instructions, so I'm gonna go back, read the instructions. Okay, with 5 of which will be correct, you gotta check as many of the right answers. Why are they gonna make this so complicated that you have to... How many answers should you select? How many points do you get for each? How many points? 1 point. Craftsman tools. Wow. This is already... Yeah, I can tell this is already... So, okay. That's for each. Oh god. What the heck is this? Like, what are all of these things? No, I'm gonna fail this. I'm going off. No, I've never taken that one before. And I was failing. 4 temperaments. Wait, hold on. Right-wing authoritarianism. Let's see how much of an... Is that... See how much... The established authorities generally tend to be right about things. What? No. I mean, I think it depends on who it is. Like, some authorities are, right and some aren't. Women should have to promise to obey their husbands when they get married. No. Our country desperately needs a mighty leader who will do what has to be done to... No. Gays and lesbians are just as... Okay. It is always better to trust the judgment of proper authorities than... you know, these are much like these are too long. So I moderately disagree. Atheists and others who have rebelled against the established religions are no doubt every bit as good. Yeah. The only way our country can get through the crisis ahead is to get back to our traditional values. I mean, what crisis is ahead? Silence the... I mean, see, I'm a moderate politically because I think there's some good progressive values and some good conservative values. Yeah, I agree, there's nothing wrong with nudist camps. As long as everyone's consensual. Needs free thinkers. If we do not... This is boring. Okay. Okay, hold on. I'll look, hold on, I'll look at... Personality test. Is that .com/TrueColors? Alright. So I'll do this. What the heck? I'm actually on this. What? I'm on this medication. How ironic. Okay. Most valued tradition? Wait, are these like you only get to select one? Knowledge. I am very imaginative. True. Place my trust in mostly facts and logic. I mean, can I be neither? Because I'm definitely not spontaneous, but I'm not very, like, I mean, I view the world as, what the heck? What? Alright. I mean, I think I got recommended to. Well, it's not, I mean, it's not like I've searched it before. Like, I mean, I searched it when I was first on it. White and black, black and white. Or shades of gray. Shades of gray. Or how about all of these? Okay, too tight, irresponsible. I mean, and uptight, but I am typically led. Mostly. Unfortunately, mostly my heart. I know I should be guided by my head, but most stressed by, disingenuine, restricted, incompetent. I am. Can't you be both? Compassionate, I guess. Sometimes it's okay to bend the rules. Sometimes. I would enjoy a career in... See, I wish these were more, like, related, like education, teaching, journal, like there's one from each of these. So which one I would prefer most? Probably journalism, but in real life probably not because they don't pay much. Yeah, I'm pretty accepting of others because I realize everyone has different experiences that lead them to believe the things they do and whatnot. My ultimate goal is to learn as much as I can on the topics I'm interested in. I'm more... I mean, how about neither? But whatever, but mostly flexible. Completely introverted. I am mostly realistic. Look for, do whatever. These are like a repeat of chaos doesn't bother me. Disagree. Biggest weaknesses, being too sensitive. Losing focus on, well, I mean, it's like a mixture of both of these. Sensitivity is probably more harmful. Others describe me as analytical, creative, and not calm, but whatever. Others are drawn to me because I am... Why are you drawn to me? Why are you interested in my stuff? I think it's because insightfulness is... I mean, I'm not fun. So yeah, is it my insightfulness? That is... Take pride in my empathy. At work, I'm the mediator, I guess? No, organizer, probably. I like others to perceive me as caring. Strongest skill is learning new information about things I'm interested in. In the workplace, I am kind and quiet. Why am I interesting? I go out of my way to help others. I mean, I don't really communicate with people much in general. I mean, so I guess mostly false, just because I don't go out of my way to communicate with anyone in any way. I mean, if someone really, really needed help, then yeah, I'd go out of my way to help them. But I'm just, in general, I'm kind of like detached from, like, communicating with people in either a positive or a negative way. Trust and security. Others frustrate me most when they're irresponsible. I am green. Green individuals usually are analytical, relaxed, inventive, logical, abstract. Extremely intelligent, innate desire to do things to the best of your ability and take pride in your work. Work is truly enjoyable and depends totally on the thing. Can't stand the thought of wasting a day by doing nothing. I do that all the time. Big thinker. Yeah, this is right. Yeah, I'm a big thinker and enjoy talking with others about abstract philosophical ideas. I completely agree with that. And I love learning. Yes. Independent. Well, introverted would be a better word. I'm not independent because I'm dependent, you know, but yeah, I think this is pretty much accurate. Empathizing versus systemizing. Let's look at this. What color are you? I can tell when... Like, see, this is kind of tricky because how would I know if I couldn't tell? Like, if I couldn't tell, then I wouldn't realize that I couldn't tell, right? But I guess I disagree. Others would describe me as... Do you think I'm understanding? And gonna put neutral. Not very good at multitasking. Absolutely. Enjoy. Nah, not really. I enjoy thrill. No. I mean, unless it's like a horror movie. Some people are good and some are bad. Slightly agree. I don't need variety. I need time. Yes, absolutely. Find it easy to empathize. Yeah. Even if it hurts their feelings, I mean, gonna put neutral. Yes, I mean, it depends on the viewpoint, but enjoy routine. Yeah. Good at remembering. Yep. Enjoy learning about science. Totally depends on the science, so I'm gonna leave neutral. Yes. I'm very good with... Heck no. Make impulse purchases. No. Everyone hates going shopping with me because I'm so cheap that I stand there thinking, like, because I don't want to buy, like, I'm always trying to figure out what to buy because I'm so cheap. Have told me I'm unpredictable. No, I'm pretty predictable. Yeah, I'd rather tell a white lie. Hexaco. Is that on this website? See the world as black and white, neutral. I have deep compassion for animals. To some extent. It is important that others know I'm right. Yeah. I have many friends. Completely disagree. I'm intuitive. I guess. Following through on my promises. Neutral. No interest in learning about machines. Neutral and center of attention. Definitely have a hard time picking up on social cues. I'm always on time. I mean, yeah, my mom's like obsessive over that. I absolutely tend to keep to myself. I worry about the bad things I hear in the news, yes. When I see someone crying, I feel like crying. It's not that I feel like crying, but I do feel bad. So, I mean, feel bad, just put slightly. Unforeseen changes give me anxiety. Absolutely. Try to solve problems on my own rather than talking to others. Hence, focus on what they're saying rather than what I'm, yeah. Detail oriented, yeah. Others seek out my advice. Gonna put neutral. This is like, it's, all of these tests have like repeat questions. See the value in art, yes. Being a few minutes late doesn't bother me. Yeah, when I see something sad in a movie, I feel sad to some extent. Want a career that allows me to make a difference. Absolutely. I'm able to remember the exact details of events. Pretty much, I'm able to easily put myself in other shoes, I guess. Jokes sometimes go over my head. Absolutely. How long have you watched my channel, Philosopher King? I'm extremely heck no. I'm flexible when changes arise. No. Where am I? Balanced. May not always pick up on social cues. Alright. Wait, what does compare mean? What does it, extreme and okay, I'll look up Hexaco. .org. Is that what it is? Hexaco.org. Oh, this seems interesting. Okay. I mean, how do I? Okay, let's take it. Hi, Dragon Spirit. How you doing? Oh, Philosopher King, are you like, do you frequent the Manosphere? Yeah, I'll put neutral. I strongly disagree. I rarely hold a grudge. Disagree. Oh, Philosopher King, are you like regularly in the Manosphere? The response video, was it? Well, I mean, I don't really want to get involved in names again. I'm doing fine. I'm just taking personality tests because I'm bored. Hold on. Started streaming 2 hours ago. Alright. Satisfied with myself? Disagree? Feel afraid? Yes, absolutely. Especially if it was on a plane. If I want something from yes. I'm interested in learning about no. When working, I often set ambitious goals for myself. Disagree. People sometimes tell me I'm too critical. Disagree. I rarely express my opinions in group meetings. I mean, it depends on the group meeting, but I guess I'll put disagree. I sometimes can't help worrying about little things. Agree. If I knew I would never get caught. I would be willing to, no. I would like a job that requires following a routine. Can you be creative and follow a routine? Can't you follow a creative routine? I often check over my work repeatedly. Neutral. People sometimes tell me that I'm too stubborn. Neutral. I avoid making small talk. Absolutely. When I suffer from a painful experience, I need someone to make me feel comfortable. Agree. Having a lot of money is not especially important to me. Personally, I just need basic necessities. Well, not basic necessities, like decent living conditions. I don't need to be rich. Paying attention to radical ideas is a waste of time. I always like to consider everything. Like, I make decisions based on the feeling of the moment. No. People think of me as someone who has a quick temper. Not anymore. No, definitely not energetic. I feel like crying when I see other people crying. Neutral. I'm an ordinary person who's no better than others. I'm definitely not ordinary, but I'm no better than others, so I'm gonna put neutral. I wouldn't spend my time reading a book on poetry. Disagree. Yeah, I plan ahead. No. I think that most people like some aspects of my personality. Agree. I don't mind doing jobs that involve danger. Strongly disagree. Wouldn't use flattery to get a... Well, if it would succeed, then sure. Enjoy looking at maps of different places. No, I often push myself very hard when neutral. I generally accept people's faults without complaining about them. Neutral. I mean, it depends. In social situations, I'm usually the one who makes the first move. Strongly disagree. I worry a lot less than most people. Disagree. I would be tempted to buy stolen property if I was financially tight. Disagree. I would enjoy creating a work of art. I mean, it would be interesting, but I get lazy, so when working on something, I don't pay much attention to small details. Disagree. I'm usually quite flexible in my opinions when people disagree with me. I mean, I'm open. I enjoy having... No, I don't like talking with a lot of people. I can handle difficult situations without needing... No, disagree. I would like to live in a very expensive, high-class neighborhood. Put neutral. I like people who have unconventional views. Totally depends on the unconventional views. Being a Nazi is an unconventional view, and I don't like that. But I mean, there are some unconventional views that would be good, so I'm gonna put neutral. I make a lot of mistakes because I don't think before I act. Disagree. I rarely feel anger, even when people treat me quite badly. Disagree. On most days, I feel cheerful and optimistic. Disagree. When someone I know well is unhappy, I can almost feel that person's pain myself. Neutral. I wouldn't want people to treat me as though I were superior to them. Yeah, agree. If I had the opportunity, I would like to attend a classical music concert. Strongly disagree. People often joke with me about the messiness of my room or desk. My room is incredibly messy, but people don't joke with me about it. It's like a serious thing. Most people don't even get to see it, but I mean, this is basically asking if I'm messy, which would be strongly agree. Someone has cheated me once. I always feel suspicious. Agree. feel that I'm unpopular. Agree. When it comes to physical danger, I'm very fearful. Strongly agree. I want something from someone, I'll laugh at their worst jokes. Sure. I would be bored by a book about the history of science and technology. Not very bored, but bored a little bit. Often when I set a goal, I end up quitting without having reached it. Yeah. I tend to be lenient in judging others. Yeah, I agree with you. I tend to be lenient, neutral. I'm often the one who speaks on behalf of the group. Disagree. I rarely have trouble sleeping due to stress or anxiety. Disagree. I would never accept a bribe, even if it were very large. I mean, it depends on the thing. Yeah, did you see my comment section on there? I mean, that's part of the reason I came here instead. I never get people hating on me here. It's always on the other channel because I was silly enough to make a video about the manosphere. People have told me that I have a good imagination. Yeah. I always try to be accurate, even at not at the expense of time. When people tell me I'm wrong, I argue with them. Agree. But not in a mean way. I prefer jobs that involve active social. No. Whenever I feel worried, I want to share my concern with another person. Agree. I would like to be seen driving around in a very expensive car. I don't care. Think of myself as somewhat eccentric. Strongly agree. I don't allow my impulses to govern my behavior. I mean, I don't think I really have any impulses. Most people tend to get angry more quickly than I do. Neutral. People often tell me that I should try to cheer up. Agree. I feel strong emotions when someone close to me is going away. Yeah. Think that I'm more... No. Sometimes I like to watch the wind as it blows through the trees. No. I sometimes have difficulties due to being disorganized. Strongly agree. I find it hard to fully forgive someone who's done something mean to me. Agree. Sometimes feel that I'm worthless. Not totally worthless, but even in an emergency, I wouldn't feel like panicking. No, I panic a lot. When I was in Vegas last month, and I was in I don't know, I forget what it's called, but it's a very tall building, Stratosphere. And we were on like the 5th floor, and like a man's voice on the intercom, it said, "There's been an emergency in the building, please evacuate the building now." And I was about to have a heart attack. I was freaking out so much. I told my mom, I was literally like, "Mommy, I'm scared. I'm like 21 and I was freaking out. I was thinking, okay, is it a shooter, a bomb? Is it a fire?" I was so scared I was gonna like die, but it turned out to be a drill or something. So strongly disagree. Yeah, and my family friend was like, that is like the worst thing to happen around her. Like me. I wouldn't pretend to like someone just to get that person to do favors for me. Well, depends on like, I mean, I wouldn't pretend to be like friends with someone, but if I didn't like someone, and I mean, I would pretend to be neutral to them. I've never really enjoyed looking through an encyclopedia. Disagree. I do only the minimum amount of work needed to get by. Yeah, pretty much. Even when people make a lot of mistakes, I rarely say anything negative, neutral. I tend to feel quite self-conscious when speaking in front of a group of people, sure. I get very anxious when waiting to hear about an important decision, strongly disagree. I'd be tempted to use counterfeit money if no. I don't think of myself as the artistic or creative type. It depends on creativity. Like, is writing creative? But neutral. People often call me a perfectionist. Neutral. Find it hard to compromise with people when I really think I'm right. Disagree. The first thing that I always do in a new place is make friends. Strongly disagree. In my community college, I knew out of the thousands of people there, I knew less than a handful of names in the 3 years I was there. I rarely discussed my problems with other people. Disagree. I would get a lot of pleasure from owning expensive luxury goods. Depends on the good. I don't enjoy things just because they're expensive. I made sure when I got a new phone last month to do it as cheap as a decent phone can be. I'm not very high maintenance. I find it boring to discuss philosophy. I think philosophy is very interesting. Thank you very much. I prefer to do whatever comes to mind rather than stick to a plan. Neutral. I find it hard to keep my temper when... Well, I don't really get a temper, I just get really sad, so I'm gonna put neutral. Most people are more upbeat and dynamic than I generally am. Strongly, I remain unemotional. Disagree. Want people to know that I am an important person of high status. Neutral. Sympathy for people who are less fortunate than me. Strongly agree. I try to give generously to those in need. I don't really think about it. It wouldn't bother me to harm someone I didn't like. Depends. See, it depends if they deserve it or not. So put neutral. People see me as a hard-hearted person. Disagree. The government should aim to limit the gap between rich and poor. Somewhat agree. It's okay if some people have far more wealth and power than others do. I mean, this depends. So, do they have more wealth and power because they, genuinely worked for it, and the other person is, doing nothing? Or are they doing nothing, and the other person is, working crazily and still not being paid well? So, totally depends. Laws should limit personal freedom and for social order. Honestly, yeah. We should be nice to each other. Laws should change with the times rather than neutral. Okay. Female. 21. Oh god, okay. In what country am I? If English is not your first language, how would you rate your ability to... Not applicable. Which of the following describes your family background? White. Is that an answer? Caucasian? Why don't they have white on here? Do they have white on here? It's European? There's... Hold on. Yeah, oh. Thanks. Highest level of education? College? I got my associate's degree. How religious? Somewhat. What's your religious background? Well, I mean, growing up it was Christian, but now I'm like, I think most religion, white isn't a background. I think most religions have some degree of truth, so. It's called Unitarian Universalism. Growing up, I was Methodist, but, Unitarian Universalism isn't exactly Christian, but it can be open to Christian beliefs. How religious was your upbringing? Somewhat. How would you describe your political orientation? Neutral. Never been divorced? No. What is your current marital status? Always been single. How would you describe your sexual orientation? Bisexual. The youngest child. About as wealthy as the average. In what kind of community do you live? Yeah, I got divorced at the man. Okay, so this is very interesting. There is a lot of information here. Okay, so, alright, honesty, humility. Score 3.19. What's the average? I'm confused. Do you know how to interpret these results? Is this like complete? Does this mean I was in the average? Your score to... Hey, 2 isn't that much smaller than 3.25. So this is the median. Okay. More fair. What's greed avoidance? To be okay. Low scorers. 1, 2. High scorers. Scorers. I was about to say high schoolers. No, not way less sincere. See, look, it's a 2 compared to a 3.25, so it's not that much smaller. Hold on, let's see sincerity. To be genuine in low scores. See, it's not that different, okay? Greed avoidance. So I'm avoidant. Okay. Click to close. How do I? Okay. Modesty is somewhat less than average. Okay. Emotionality is higher than average. Fearfulness is much higher than average. I got a 5 out of 5. Okay. And the average is 3. Anxiety is slightly higher than average. Dependence is higher than average. Sentimentality. Let's see. Okay, come on. Extroversion. Social self-esteem. Lower than average. Social boldness. Lower. Sociability. Much lower. 1.25. On a scale of 1 to 5, liveliness is 1.5. Most people get like 3.63 on those. Agreeableness is slightly lower than average. What is... So, they forgive the wrongs that they suffered. Yeah. Forgivingness is lower. Gentleness is higher. Flexibility is higher. And patience is somewhat lower. Conscientiousness. You know, this conscientiousness should be way lower. Way lower. Organization. Lower. Diligent. Work hard. Okay, click to close and clicking. Perfectionism. Prudence. Okay. So, higher in prudence. How am I? Well, it depends on... Hey, I got absorbed in the beauty of... Well, maybe not. I'm inquisitive about... Well, I mean, I'm inquisitive about specific things. This is inaccurate. I do not... I'm very intellectually curious. What the heck? This is completely... No, this is not... This is not true. I don't know if this is accurate. I mean, I'm unconventional. That's the only accurate one. And also, prudence would be accurate. This should be way lower. Conscientiousness. The extroversion is pretty accurate. Sincerity, the thing is, I don't have much to be sincere about because I don't communicate with people in general. But yeah. I don't think this is very accurate in general. Percentile. So, what percentile am I? Does it... 10th percentile is... Alright, you know, I think I'm gonna log off now. This was a long stream. So, I mean, thanks everyone who came. I'll see you next time, okay? Hopefully. Bye.